Jai Ho Jaya Gurudev. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Okay. So, now all of you had prasadam. So, it may be difficult, but please try to listen. So, this island is called Godruma Dweepa. Yeah. The reason is Go means what? Cow. Druma means tree. So, how this island came to be Godruma is, how many of you know Govardhan Leela? We all know Govardhan Leela, right? Everybody knows Govardhan. Indra became very proud, right? He became so proud that he disturbed the pastime and he did offenses to the Vrajavasis, right? Then Krishna lifted the Govardhan and then. Now we know how Indra pacified Krishna. He first sent Surabhi Mata, then he sent Airavat, then he went, through them he approached Krishna. Because if he had directly gone to Krishna, Krishna wouldn't have forgiven him. Now, after then he went and begged for forgiveness and Krishna forgave Indra. But Indra in his heart was feeling really bad still. And then so he went to Mother Surabhi and he said, see, I was so proud of my position that I didn't realize Krishna, who Krishna is and what his pastimes are. Surabhi Mata said, okay, that's all fine. Anyway, you have asked for forgiveness. Krishna has given forgiveness. You know, Indra said, I am really worried that I may do this offense again. Because pride is a very dangerous thing to have. You know, we will hear this as well in Shantipur. In Shriva Sangan, where we will go tomorrow, Advaita Gosai, asked, he requested Krishna to come. Krishna came as Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Then he said, I came here for you, what should I do? He said, please give Krishna Prema to everyone. Okay. Mahaprabhu said, okay. Advaita Gosai said, wait, I haven't finished. You give Krishna Prema to everyone except for those whose heart is filled with pride. That they belong to wealthy family, aristocratic family, born in a high birth, whatever it is. Whoever has pride in their heart, please don't give Krishna Prema. Otherwise, you give Krishna Prema to everyone. This pride is a very bad thing. So anyway, Indra was telling, I know that Krishna is going to take birth again in Kali Yuga and going to perform pastime. And I'm really worried that I may actually commit the same offense again. Right? So then Surabhi Mata said, don't worry. Okay. I will take you to Navadvip Dham, where Krishna is going to appear as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And in I'll take you to this particular island where just by saying the name of Gaura, louder. Yes, just by saying Gaura, all your offenses will be nullified and even your intention to offense will go away. Right? So Indra became very happy. So he came here with Surabhi Mata and he did tapasya on Gauranga. He chanted the Gauranga Nama for many days and then he finally had the darshan of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave him the boon that all his offenses will go away. And he said that during my pastime, you will take birth as one of my associate and all the illusion that is holding you will go away from you. All the maya that is snaring you will go away from you. So then Indra left back, but Surabhi Mata stayed back. So there is a huge banyan tree under which he stayed, right? So that banyan tree is Druma and Go is Surabhi. So Surabhi eternally stays here. That's why it's called Godruma Dweep, right? So if you go in the left side, they have a small temple for Surabhi Mata. You can see actually. And another important pastime as well. Have you heard of Markandeya Rishi? Yeah, you have heard of Markandeya Rishi. Markandeya Rishi, when he was a small boy, he was supposed to die. And so he surrendered to Lord Shiva. So when he surrendered to Lord Shiva gave him a boon that for many kalpas he will live. Right? Yamadharma Raja cannot come near him. So he gave a boon that, Markandeya Rishi will live for many kalpas. Now, in the Vedic literature, there are 3 pralayas that happens. The smallest pralaya is when we leave our body. Right? Next pralaya is at the end of day of Brahma, the whole creation is destroyed. Everything goes finished. And then next day of Brahma wakes up and then he recreates everything. But that is for a 1000 yuga cycle. That's a very, very long time. It's more than 4 billion years, right? One day of Brahma. So after all of this, the whole earth is inundated in water. The only person who cannot be destroyed is Markandeya Rishi. There is water everywhere. He is just like, because he has this boon from Lord Shiva. And he is, floating in the pralaya water, going in, coming out, and he is so frustrated. Because he is thinking, what kind of boon I got from Lord Shiva? It has become a curse. Sometimes, as I was saying the other day, humans have a knack to ask for things that are not good for us. Give me money, give me this, that, and we go ask. That only will become a trouble for us later. So Markandeya Rishi was very much not happy because it's a very horrible, you are just floating in water, nobody anywhere else. It's like, water everywhere. It's a horrible situation, no food, nothing. Seeing, then he sees there is one island which is not touched by the water. And he is so much in trouble that he has lost his consciousness. And that island is Navadweep, because Pralaya cannot touch Navadweep Dham, because it's spiritual world, it's not material. So, Surabhi, seeing this Markandeya Rishi so much in trouble, pulls him into the land. After some time, Markandeya Rishi regains his consciousness and he is amazed to see this place. Because, how big Navadweep Dham is? Anybody? Okay. I told you there are 8 petals and a center part. Each petal, the top to bottom, the total, Nityananda Prabhu explains, is 2 billion miles. 2 billion miles. We may think, how is that possible? Earth itself is only few thousand kilometers. But as I explained, space and time doesn't apply to spiritual things. In spiritual world, in material world, we are always under the control of space and time, right? They control us. If I am here, I can't be there, right? Same time, if the time goes by, finished, I can't reclaim back the time. But in spiritual world, that's not the case. That's why Krishna is eternally 16. Time is there. Morning, evening, pastime, everything is happening, but time has no effect on Krishna. Similarly, space as well doesn't have effect on Krishna. So this spiritual world doesn't have any, consideration of space and time. So the size is 2 billion miles, each petal, right? And then there is a center petal which is another 2 billion. So you can calculate how big Navadweep Dham is. So in this, then he sees in the center of this island, there's a huge banyan tree. Just the width of the banyan tree is 8 miles. 1 yojana, 8 miles. And the height, he is not even able to conceive the end of the banyan tree. That's how big that banyan tree is. That's why this island is called Godruma. Druma means such a big tree. And then he sees Surabhi Mata. So he goes and he prays to Surabhi. He tells prayers to Surabhi Mata, explaining how she is the maintainer of the whole universe. Everything is under Surabhi's mercy. And then he begs for some wood, and then he gets the Surabhi Mata's milk. Just by drinking the milk, he is fully energized. So then he goes and asks her, what is this place? How come I see you here? The whole pralaya, everything is destroyed. And then Surabhi Mata explains the glory of this place. Right? After explaining the glory, she says that pralaya cannot touch Navadvip Dham. And then, Markandeya Rishi falls at the feet of Surabhi Mata and says, can you please help me? I have taken this boon that I have to live for many, many kalpas. And I have to go through this pralaya so many times, it's becoming too difficult. It's I don't know whether it's actually a boon. It more looks like a curse for me. So then Surabhi says, don't worry. In this place, if you chant the name of Gaura, if you say Gaura, Gaura, your sleep will go away. And then also, more than that, your offenses will go away. And anything that you have will be turned into nectar. So here he actually does tapasya and has darshan of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yeah. So this Godruma Dweep is very important place. Particularly this place that we are sitting in, this place is called Svananda Kunja. Okay. It is actually in Vrindavan, Svananda Kunja is actually the Kunja of Lalita Sakhi. Okay. You see Ashtasakis? Each of them have their own kunja and it has a name. And each kunja has a particular color. Right? Like for example, and they have two kunjas, one in Vrindavan, one in Radhakund. Right? Like, for example, they have different colors in each kunja. So like for example, you take Induleka Sakhi, her kunja is white in color in Radhakund. So everything is white. Krishna, so Krishna Radharani pastime, anybody comes, they can't see because they will put white dress and hide. Nobody can find. Like that, so many. So Svananda Kunja is the Kunja of Srimati Sri Lalita Sakhi. Why, that is the name that Bhaktivinoda Thakur gave to this particular place when he sat here. Because this is not only the Kunja of Lalita Sakhi, it is also the place where Sri Nityananda Prabhu originally started Namahata. All of you part of Bhakti Vriksha Manjaris in some form, yes? So that is basically comes from Namahata. The original Namahata was started by Nityananda Prabhu. And then, as I said, over the period of time it was lost and Bhaktivinoda Thakur revived. He single-handedly made thousands of Namahatas from here, being this place being the headquarters. And then he wrote a book called Godruma Kalpatavi, which talks about how to run a Namahata. Namahata is basically a shop for Nama. Hatta means shop. Nama means Harinam. How to sell the Harinam to everybody in the whole world. That's what Namahata is. So from here, so he published that book, and later a copy of that book was found by Bhakti Charu Maharaj, His Holiness Bhakti Charu Maharaj, who handed it to our Guru Maharaj. Our Guru Maharaj translated it, and inspired by that, he gave the concept of Bhakti Vriksha. So we run Namahata Bhakti Vriksha all over the world. And so this, if anybody wants to preach, if you want to become a good preacher, if you want to help others, there are two things that are very important. We sang that Nadia Godrume, right? Jeev Doi, being merciful to others, Krishna Nam. These two are very important concepts. If you want to be really compassionate, then you have to preach. If you have to preach, then you have to take the mercy of this place. Right? Because this is where the whole preaching movement started. So Surabhi Kunj, Svananda Kunja, we are in a very, very important place. So please, there is absolute silence. I can understand how sleepy all of you are. So Please pray from your heart that we all become nice preachers, assist Srila Gurudev, assist Srila Prabhupada in their mission and spread this holy name all over the world. Okay? Nityananda Prabhu ki, Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki, Surabhi Mata ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Srila Gurudev ki, Namahatta ki, Gaura Premanande.
Sankirtanartham Prabhu ki.
Okay. So when this Kalaya happens, what about our question is there? Other dance and
So all the holy places,
comes under the
the tirthas all go away. The holy dham Vrindavan and Navadvipa cannot be touched by Pralaya, Puri as well. These three dhams cannot be touched by Pralaya.
So Madhura and Ayodhya, those goes.
They all will become part of the dham.
Okay. Prabhu, then the other question you said, like Mother Earth is the one who is holding the entire earth, right? So how come Mother Surabhi is taking care of the world?
Sorry? No, Surabhi is in the island. Okay, she is within the spiritual world. The spiritual world is not part of the 14 planetary system. Even though it is part of here. See, there are 10 offenses to the dham as well. One of the offense is to think that this is part of, the material world. Like, some people, oh, Mayapur is in Bengal. No. You can't say Mayapur is in Bengal. How can 2 billion square miles be part of Bengal? Right? It's there in our perception, but actually it exists on its own. It's a concept bit difficult to understand because our brain is limited by space and time. But yes, so the dham, it's not held by Bhuma Devi. The dham on its own stands. The dham is non-different from Nityananda Prabhu. Okay? Any other questions? Geeta Priya has a question.
Yes, Geeta Priya.
Okay.
Okay, now we'll go back. Okay, now who are all interested, who are all very tired, you need to take rest. Absolutely, you can't go anywhere in the evening. You can't go anywhere in the evening at all. I need rest.
Deva Hari raised both the hands.
Okay, so the plan is, since all of you are very eager, so the plan will be that at 5:45 we assemble at the same place in the road between Geeta Bhavan and Ishu. We assemble at the same place at 5:45. I'm not giving any buffer. Please be there right on time. Okay, 5:45. Then after that, we are going to go to Rajapur. We'll take darshan of Jagannath, and we will spend the evening there. We will, if you are right on time at 5:45, we will reach there by 6 o'clock. Then we can do Tulsi Puja, then Gaurarti. Then they will do a parikrama of the temple, and then we will have Nashima prayer. That itself is a very, 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 very nice 45 minutes. It will be an amazing experience. Okay? So please don't be late. 5:45, please come there.
Rajapur Jagannath ki
Jai. We'll spend the whole time there. We will have an amazing time. Okay? And then after that, we will come back. We will have dinner. Okay?
Can we have an ecstatic kirtan? Can we have a kirtan?
In Jagannath? No.
Rajapur Jagannath.
Yeah, Rajapur.
Okay. Hare Krishna.
So the sooner you go to your toto, then we can go and have some rest for 1.5 hours. Okay. Couple of you please help to fold this and then we'll keep it back.
Sorry bro. கண்டுபிடிச்சு எடுத்துட்டேன்.
ஆனால் 135